Today we're going to look at the remote control, air mouse, and voice functions on the new Amiko A3, or Amiko as they say in Canada. The first thing to pay attention to is the power button. Unlike an infrared remote, this one is RF and rechargeable, so it has a way to turn the remote itself on and off. What you do is hold down the power button until you hear it beep and it will vibrate slightly. That turns your remote on. Then you can go ahead and hit the power button again to turn the A3 on and off. When you're done with the remote, you do the same thing. Hold the power button down until it beeps and turns itself off. There are two inputs on the left top side of the remote. The one on top is a 3.5mm standard headphone jack for doing Skype or listening quietly to yourself. The input right below that is a micro USB input, which is for charging the remote. On the right side, you'll see the microphone key. Push and hold this in to activate voice search and other voice input to talk to your A3. Page left and page right buttons are used extensively in the A3 to move from tab to tab or side to side for different pages and options. The home key will bring up a menu which you navigate with the left and right page buttons. For example, you push home key, it comes up while you're watching satellite, and you can arrow over to applications or to the browser or whatever. The air mouse key works for a lot of different functions in the A3. Just simply touch your thumb or finger to it. You don't have to press in, and little mouse arrow will appear on your TV screen, and you just point and wave around your remote control, and the little mouse thing on the screen goes where you want. Actually, press and click the key is just like a mouse click. The scroll function works like a scroll wheel on a mouse. Just touch your finger to the area highlighted in yellow and run around in circles forward and backwards, and your web browser will scroll up and down, and it works with a lot of other screens too. Final cool thing to look at on the A3 remote is that if you press the game key near the top of the remote and flip it on its side, it becomes a game controller. See by the little dots how the layout is for your left and right hands. Here's a demo of air mouse and voice control on A3. Start by changing channels. Press the microphone button. Russia today. Okay, nothing's found. That's because we're in the app search. Left page key moves the TV. There's our results. Go to the first one. Now, how about we switch to Netflix? Netflix. Switch over to the apps. There's Netflix. Now this is the scroll wheel. I'll try to move this close to the camera. Makes that little Geiger counter clicking sound. Let you know it's working. Let's switch to
live over the air with XBMC. XBMC. Finds that right away. Go with 29.
The acclaimed show Everybody Loves Raymond.
Less great sitcom, still does 3-4 sharing syndication. I did okay. I have a refrigerator that's just for soda.
Anyway, Phil is interested in getting into acting
I got the bug.
and has offered to pay us $5 million to be in the movie.
I'll rewrite
Exit
the
out
box.
You know
of
what? Why don't
this
we
stuff.
start one that's written and then we'll play with it. You are a guest here, Phil.
Hello, Phil. Oh, I never heard back about my audition for Everybody Loves Raymond. I wondered if you made it.
Exit out of this. Go over to apps. See what's running. Everything closed, which is good. There is our ear mouse, just by putting your thumb on the little arrow key on the remote. Let's go down and play the Fruit Ninja or Fruit Slice game. Press down on the air mouse button and it's like clicking on a regular mouse. Slice the bomb or something. Alright, so exit out of this. Let's check out the browser. Click up here, pulls up the keyboard, and you see right here it says voice input. Same thing we did before. We'll press the mic key. Titanium satellite. There's our Google and history results. And there's Titanium site, and using the little scroll wheel Geiger counter again. And we'll see if we can go back to TV. Russia Today. Flip over to the TV part of the search. And we're back on satellite.